Okay, guys, so right now we're going to focus on working on our first part of our website making, which is our homepage. Okay, so in order for us to access a Google Sites to create a free website, you have to go to drive.google.com. Okay, so the URL is drive.google.com. Um, and you guys can enter it. Okay, and I'm logging in with my email, but you can go ahead and log in with yours. Okay. So you should once you're inside your drive, you're going to click on new, and then once you click on new, you should have a list of the different Google resources that Google has, like docs and sheets and slides and forms. If you go to more and you scroll down, you can find Google Sites. Okay, it's the purple one that looks like this, and it's Sites, Sites. Okay, Google Sites. You're going to click on that, and you're going to find an empty uh, layout for your website. Okay. Now, the thing I want you guys to do first is you need to title your website. Okay. Now, the title I want everyone to have is the same, and that's just for the so that you guys can find it easily. And the name I want you guys to give it is phone links dash and then your name. Okay. Not don't write your name, but write down your name. Like, for example, my name is Miss Ordonez. So if I were to write down my name, I would write down Miss Ordonez. Okay, but I just want you to write down your name here, just so that I know that it is your website and that I can grade it accordingly. Okay. The next thing you do is you need to give your title a page. I mean your page title a name. So the name that I want you guys to put for your page could be phone links for kids. Okay. Now the other thing you can do is you guys can give it out your own name. Okay. Now this is based off of assignment 12. You guys pick two topics. Like, for example, let's say animals and flowers. Okay. Maybe that was your topic. Okay. Um, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave it as phone links for kids, but you guys can add your own title name or you can keep it the same. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do for this is we're going to go here to the right and we're going to click on themes. Okay. Now we're going to give our website a theme, which means that we're going to make sure that our website has like a theme that it can be followed through to the rest once we get to there. So we have many themes here. We have like impression or level or vision or diplomat. We have all these links, okay? However, I like to keep things simple, so I'm going to go for level, but you guys can go for any link you want, okay? Now, something that we have to do, you guys can also change the color of your banner, okay? So this is called a banner. Where I'm writing my information right now is called a banner, okay? And you guys can change the color according to what you want. So I really like this rose color right here, so I'm going to keep that one. And you guys can see as I change, this line at the bottom changes, so the banner color changes. Okay, just to match my color choice. If you guys don't like any of the colors that are offered in these themes, you guys can create your own. And the way you do that is by clicking here on this thing that looks like a bucket. You click there and you can find a color scheme and you can move it around like this, for example. Let's say right there, and you can find a color that you want. So maybe you can move it around and you can find a color that you want and it will automatically change to that color. Okay, like this, any color that you want, it will automatically change to that. And all you have to do is just leave it there and it will automatically save. I like this color, so I'm just going to keep it at that color. Okay, now the next thing you can do is you can change the font of your title. Like this font for me, it doesn't go with my personality and I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight the title. And right here where it says Lato, that's basically the font types. So if I click here, you guys can see there's many fonts that you guys can choose from. Okay, so it's very similar to a Google Docs or Google Slides. All I have to do is choose the one that you want, okay? I'm going to go for caveat and I'm going to do it bold because I like it bold, okay? Next thing I want to do is you can adjust the size. I'm going to make it size 30. Okay, you guys can adjust the size, and the reason I'm making a size 30 is so that I can make it smaller, and I can place it on the side. You guys can move it like this to different ways, but the bad thing with this is you cannot move the title. Let's say I want it right here. You can't do that. You can only move it to like sideways. Okay. So I'm going to leave it on this side because we're going to do something right now. So the next thing, once you're done doing the title and editing however you want it to look like, now you can actually change the background or change the image of the background. So the way you change the image is if you hover over your this banner, if you click on change image, you can click on there. You can click on there and you can just select an image, okay? And you can go to the gallery and you can choose an image from here from the gallery. If you don't like that image, you can actually just you can search it here directly. If you click on search, you can search it directly. If you don't like that image, you can go ahead and just search it by URL. So so that way you can add in another way you can actually add an image by URL. So the way you do that is you search an image online. So what you have to do is you can open a new tab, okay, and you're going to look for an image that's according to your topics, okay. I'm going to research cute animals because I'm interested in them. So I look for cute animals. I go to images and I find many pictures, okay? But let's say I really love one picture, and let's say I like this picture right here. All you can do, um, the way you can copy the image address or the URL to paste here. So all you guys have to do is you're going to right click right here. Now where it says copy image, where it says copy image address, you guys can just click copy image address. And you can actually just paste it here where it says paste your URL. If you paste it and you click select, it'll automatically go to the back, okay? And it'll be there. Now, something else that I want you guys to show you is right here, the image looks way darker than how it was originally. I don't like that. So the thing you can do is you can actually, where it says right here, these little bright things, you can click on it and it'll just show you the original image, okay? The Google websites automatically does this just for you to be able to read what the letter says here for them to stand out. But yeah, so that's all you have to do, okay? So I think that looks very cute, so I'm going to leave it like that, okay? You can also make this a little smaller just for it to fit wherever you want, which I want it to be there, okay? The next thing you need to do is you're going to add a section background. I mean, not a section background, a title, a title box that it's going to explain what your website is about. So if I click on insert and then I click on text box, a text box automatically pops up right here. Okay, and here I'm going to write down the description of my website. So what do I want what is my website about? So in this section, you're going to write down what your website is about. So for example, I'm going to write down in this website, you will find um, cool places in which you find cute animals. Okay, maybe like National Geographic. I don't know, something like that. And you can also you can edit this, right? Because wouldn't want a website to look like this. It looks very unprofessional and not and doesn't look like I gave it much effort. So what you need to do is basically you can edit it. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight these letters and I'm going to leave it as caveat as well because I like that filter. So I'm going to leave it there. So I write down caveat. Okay, I write down but choose caveat. And it'll change it that way. Now this looks very small and I don't want it to be that tiny. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so it can stand out, okay? You can bold it. You can also change the color of the font by doing the same thing you did to the title. So right here where it says text color, you can click on that and you can choose a color that you want. I'm going to choose purple, okay? Actually, I'm going to choose maybe dark yellow, okay? And you can also, what also you can do is you can center it. So right here, you can align it in different sides. If you want it on the left, you can press this and it'll move it to the left. If you want it in the center, you can press this and it'll move it to the center, okay? Now, you guys see how the background is white and my letters are yellow, so it doesn't go very well because I cannot really see what the yellow part is saying. So then you can add a section background, Okay, and the way you do that is by going to this side right here, where it says section background, and you guys can do emphasis, or you guys can do a darker color, and it'll show like this. Okay, or you guys can choose your own. Okay, so maybe you want your own. You guys can actually do that. If you go to image and you go to either upload it from your computer or select image. For this one, you can just search something like light pink, for example. I'm going to search for light pink. Okay, and if I click here, it should come up. Okay, now that doesn't look very good, so I'm going to again change the letters to see if that stands out much better. So I'm going to leave that. I kind of like the other color better, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, and this again, I'm going to change it just because it doesn't look very well with my, okay, with my, with the overall color of my website. Same thing right here. The white doesn't really go well with this color. Maybe I can change this to white. Let's see what happens. Just make everything match and have kind of like the same theme so it looks nicer. Okay, so I think that looks a little bit better. Or yeah, or something I can do is just change the color here, put it here, and then make this one black as well. See, now that stands out better. So I can leave it like that. And I think that looks cute. So you can edit it as much as you want based on whatever you want. Okay. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to add um, description boxes. Okay. And that description boxes are going to explain what your website is about. So you guys chose two topics. So we're going to have two layouts. Okay. For our website. So the first thing we're going to do is you guys are going, again, you're going to click on insert. And then here at the bottom, you guys have options. You guys can choose this option to have two layouts like this, or you guys can choose this option to have the layouts like this. I prefer bigger layouts like this. So I'm going to click delete on this one, and you guys can delete sections as you please, or also duplicate them. So if I click duplicate, it'll get duplicated. It'll make another one of the same, but I don't want that. So I'm going to delete it by clicking on the trash icon. So I delete that. Okay. The last thing I need you guys to do is you're going to add your topic name and a description for the top for each of your topics. That's why we choose two. You guys chose two topics. So for example, right here, my topic name is cute animals. Okay. And my second topic name, let's make it plants. Okay, so I'm going, and my website is going to be cute animals and plants. Okay, so here is going to be an explanation of what my website is. So here where it says right here on this second part, you guys are going to write down an explanation of what your website is. Okay, so for example, plants are living beings that get their food from sunlight and other stuff. So you guys can do something like this. Cute animals. I know that I'm going to just write a simple description, but I want to I only wrote down one sentence. I want you guys to have more like juice in your website. So this one is just something simple, but you guys need to have more explanations. Okay. So for cute animals, I'm just going to write down something like, I love cute animals and they are cuddly. Okay. So something like that. Okay. Now, obviously, I don't like how it looks like this, so I'm just going to go ahead and highlight that, and I'm going to bold it. Okay. Same thing with this one. I'm going to highlight it and bold it. You guys can also change the font for this one, however you want it to be. Okay. So change it, however, according to your likings. Okay. I am not going to tell you to choose what you want. You guys can go ahead and choose whatever you want. Okay. Just make it look very nice and make your website look appealing to audience. Okay, what is the audience you're trying to get? Okay, so going to go ahead and leave that like that. Okay, now the next thing you do is after you do whatever you want with your title and your descriptions, you guys will need to add pictures. So the way we add pictures is if you click on the plus sign, you guys can again upload an image from your computer, or you can select an image. Okay, so I'm going to select an image, and you can do it from your Google Drive as well, or you can do an image Google search and look it up here, or you can do it by URL. I honestly prefer to do by URL. So I go here and I'm going to find a picture of cute animals. And I love this hedgehog pig, so I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to pay, oops, not copy it. I'm sorry. But I'm going to copy the image address and I'm going to paste it here where it says paste URL of image. I paste it, I insert the image, and I should have it here. Okay, and that looks very nice. Now, let's say that you want to move the image around. You can actually, if you click on crop, you can actually center the image however you want. So if I want it there with the sunflowers, I can leave it there. Okay, and I can just copy click. Okay, if you want to uncrop and you want to show the entire image, you can do that as well. If you click on uncrop, you can show the entire image. However, you guys see how this doesn't look parallel. um, so let's say that I upload a picture for plants. So let's find some beautiful plants. So I'm going to find some beautiful plants and let's see what we get. Oh, nice. Maybe this one. Just for simplicity, I'm going to go ahead, copy the image address. I go over here, I insert it, right? I select image, I go by URL, I paste the URL here, I get the image, I insert it. So you guys can see how they're not the same size, and this doesn't look very nice or appealing to our website. So what you could do right here is you can go ahead and crop it again, okay? Actually, this is not gonna work out. So when that happens, you guys will have to undo, okay, until you get to where you want, and then you're going to have to make sure that they're the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and add plants. I'm going to select an image. I'm going to do it by URL, and I'm going to paste it. Okay. So make sure that everything looks really nice and symmetrical. Okay, you don't want things to look one to look very big and the other one to look very small. So again, if you make a mistake, you can always undo. So this undo thing right here will make our things go back. Okay, and if you want to redo because you deleted something on accident, you can also do that. Okay, by clicking this one right here. Okay, so again, you guys can go ahead and do that. You guys can also create a section background for this one. So you guys can make the color of the background that color, okay? Um, you guys can add an image on the background, okay? Maybe the sea, let's see. Maybe something like this. You guys can do that just to make your website look very aesthetic, okay? So that looks very nice in my opinion, right? So something like this. This is basically your home page, okay? Now the next thing you know it is you are going to preview how your website will look. So the way we do that is by clicking here where it says preview. You guys will click where it says preview, okay? And you guys can see how the website will look to different types of people. So if a person is using a computer, they'll look at your website and it'll look like this. If they are using a tablet, it'll look like this for them, okay? If they are using an iPhone, the website is going to look like this for them, okay, which is very aesthetic and very cute, okay? So guys, this is basically all you have to do for the first part, and this is basically your home page, okay? So I want you guys to take your time creating your home page, editing and making it look as cute as you want, as aesthetic as you want, or as real as however you want. This is your project, so you guys can create it however you want, okay? With that said, part one is done. Okay, and now you can move on to part two of your website